Hello friends, new and seasoned. Welcome to Spicy Cat Colors. My name is Kathy, and if you're a seasoned friend, you're like, where have you been, girl? You haven't done finished pages. All you've been doing is your plans video. Yeah, that's probably going to be what December's like as well. So this is kind of my December prompts and plans, and then I'll also give you a little bit of behind the scenes update, but I'll do the coloring plans first, so those of you that don't want to hear me ramble on can click on out. So first of all, let me apologize. Lighting situation, all of that is not the best. I'm actually sitting in a hotel room on a bed, and I have you like propped on 3 pillows and some coloring books and some markers, so angle's not the best. Yeah, all of that, but it's either this or nothing. I thought about doing, for my rental car yesterday, but that was even harder to figure out a setup. So it's December. Where has this year gone? This is the last month of the year and my first full year of doing group buddy colors on my channel, and I have enjoyed it so much. Thank you to everyone that has participated. You guys are all amazing, and I'm so proud that you've shared your pictures with me, pictures of your pages I should say, so that I've been able to add them to my coloring journal / scrapbook. So December, let's dive into it. I will once again do 2 buddy colors. I will do a Disney one and then just a general one. And let's just get into it. So, sorry, scratch my nose. I'm not professional. I also look like, yeah, crazy bedhead mess. Yeah, I need to like shower and all that, but we don't need to get into that. So I decided, well, let's do Disney first. So last month in November for #SpicyCatDisney, we did Lady and the Tramp, and that was fun. I love that movie. It was very fun. We've kind of been on the classics. So let's get out the picker wheel and see what it has planned for us. Are we going to get another classic or something new or in between? Let's see. Well, we're moving up. It's not a complete classic. We are, I believe, from the Renaissance period now, which is amazing and fun, and we get to color anything from Mulan. So I'm excited about that. And pick any page, anything, or any prompt, if you do not have Disney, that you feel represents the movie Mulan. I am not even sure what to pick that would be Mulan related. Maybe anything from like Asian type pages, or battle. I always think of her, battling. So I'm gonna let you just have free reign with your creativity. If you're able to piece that it is inspired by Mulan, color it. For those that don't have an actual picture of Mulan, because I want everyone to feel they are able to participate. So again, that is for #SpicyCatDisney. And then if you would like to post your picture on, or I was gonna say on Amazon. Can you tell where I've been spending too much money? But if you would like to post that on Instagram, use that hashtag so that I can see it, and then I can take a copy to add to my scrapbook. And if you are not on Instagram, please email me a copy or a picture of your page. Again, if you wish to, you don't have to, but my email is in the description below on all of my videos. So either way, feel free. And then for my general Spicy Cat Buddies prompt, I don't have a book with me. That I didn't think far enough ahead. I didn't think I would be gone this long. I don't know. I've just been working a lot out of hotels. So it's December, and definitely there is a lot of holiday type coloring going on, which is amazing. But I actually did not bring any holiday books with me. I'm actually frantically trying to work on finishing my books to complete, and I'm still working on buddy colors from November. So I don't have a specific page for us to color. Instead, I'm going to use a prompt. So I know not everybody is a Christmas celebrator. Is that the right word? And so I'm not going to do Christmas specific, but it is winter in the Northern Hemisphere and where I live. So I know my Southern Hemisphere friends are in summer mode, so this will be a little bit outside the realm. But I thought, let's use the prompt snowman. So any page that has a snowman in is the Spicy Cat Buddies prompt for December. So if you're basking in the sun, maybe just find, there's snowman pages in just about all of our books. So yeah, cool yourself off and do a snowman page. And same thing, post it on Instagram with the Spicy Cat Buddies hashtag, or send me a picture. So I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody colors. Again, I said I don't know if I even have I might have a Disney book. We'll see if there's a Mulan page for me to do. So that's exciting. So those are the coloring prompts for my December channel group buddy colors. I look forward to seeing if you participate. And if you need to tap out now, you don't want the whole Kathy update, because you guys, seasoned friends, you know, they can go on a bit. I appreciate that you came this far, and always remember, you matter, especially to me. So let me give you the update of what's been going on. So work, those of you seasoned friends, you all know I got this new job. December 12th will be my official sixth month anniversary, which is crazy exciting. I'm finally starting to feel a little more confident and just comfortable in general, which is good. So I came here. So what I do, I work on a special team that was hired. We're installing a new, basically the easiest way to say it is a new software system across the whole company. And it's kind of a big deal and takes a lot of prep work, and there's a lot to do. So we have been doing it like one plant at a time. So about every 2 to 3 months, a new plant is getting the software installed. So we are currently at a go live, we're calling it, where this plant that I'm at got the official switch flipped, we'll just say. But the months prior, I have been here prepping. So I arrived on Wednesday. I don't remember the actual date. It was the day before Thanksgiving here in the States. So that was my travel day. Thanksgiving, I have friends that live in this area, so I was able to spend that with them. And then Friday, I started working. And until now, this weekend, today I'm filming this on Sunday, December 3rd. So this is my first days off. And we worked all weekend. And then basically Saturday, the old system got turned off. They did all the installations and setups. And Monday, the flip got switched. But it wasn't like live. It was live enough that the team, we could try and like catch up, because the plant is still producing and product is shipping and all that. So we needed to capture that information into the system on Tuesday. So Wednesday, actually, we started live using the system. And I work in supply chain, so I'm, focused on the warehouse, storing the product there, in the racks, and then the actual shipping of it out to customers, and then receiving ingredients or other, from outside vendors in. Anyway, so it has been hit and miss. Again, seasoned friends, when I was up in Canada, at the end, I had a very challenging time that put me to tears. And I'm not proud to say that happened again, and I will tell you what happened. I have been fighting it now all week. So the thing is, I am human. And there are definitely, they're men and women, but we will just call them the mean girls that are everywhere. I have worked enough places to know there's always politics and drama. And I don't know that there's any place that doesn't exist. And I absolutely despise it, because I feel as adults, everyone should be able to focus, do their job, respect the others that are also trying to do their job, and And that's it. I mean, again, this isn't elementary, junior high, high school where there's the cliques. There shouldn't be. Sadly, there is. So what happened is all weekend long, we've been doing this prepped, and actually Saturday, I knew it was going to be a late night, so I arrived between 10 and 11. My other teammates came earlier, and we expected it would at least be like midnight, 1 o'clock. Again, season friends, I used to work overnight, so not a huge deal. But I actually did not leave the plant until it's either 8:30 or 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. So I had pretty close to 24 hours working. Definitely over 24 hours awake. And then I got, and that was okay. It was just that, that's when we were uploading the data and we had to go back and forth, fix things. It just did not go as smoothly as the click thought it would. Let's just say that. So it was a long, long day. So Sunday, I pretty much crashed and slept all day because, again, by the time I decompressed and was able to go to bed, it was like 11 o'clock in the morning maybe. So Monday morning started out 6 a.m. and it was, I think it was only about a 13, 14-hour day. But then things were pushed behind, so the testing we were supposed to do that afternoon got pushed to start at 4 a.m. on Tuesday. So I get some sleep, show up at 4 a.m. We're running, they call it a smoke test, just to make sure everything processes through the system. We thought everything was good, great, turned the green lights on, and then that day we had all that catch-up activity to do. So I was tasked with one specific of the catch-up activities. There were several different kinds. Don't need to explain them all because most of you, unless you work like in supply chain, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. But there was one thing, and I think we had like 22, 23 shipments to process, and things did not go well. So basically, we're starting this by 7 in the morning, and pretty much every hour I'm in this room with all the other channels, and some of their stuff is working, some of it is not, and none of mine was. And every hour they're like asking me, Kathy, how many have you processed? And I'm like, 0. And the reason they were not processing was not because I didn't know what I was doing. It was because the data behind the scenes was not correct. And it was not just my task that wasn't working, it was others. But again, every hour I'm being called out and asked, and I'm having to tell them 0. And number one, I'm still exhausted from the long weekend. And then that afternoon, I heard the rumblings, and it was a lot of like, oh, it's a training issue, which they're basically saying, I don't know what I'm doing. And we hear this going on. I'm going to start crying again, and it's going to piss me off. Sorry, I may not be appropriate with my words, but this has been very challenging. So I take things very personally. You guys already know that. You know me. I don't try and pretend I'm anything but a real person, and what I am, I'm human. So it was actually to the point that the people, this company that has been hired to help us with this whole transition, they have created all the training materials. They are actually responsible for most of the way things are set up. We're face-to-face, raised voices with my boss, trying to tell her, basically they didn't say Kathy doesn't know what she's doing, but they kept fighting that it was a training issue. And we now have a full team, so that will change by the end of the story. But myself and 2 other ladies are on the team, and they have both been with this company for decades. They know the company inside and out. However, the new software system, they have been learning. So it wasn't just me, but I felt like I was the one being called out. So they're face-to-face with my boss, 2 of them to her, demanding that it's a training issue. It's a training issue. That's why you're not, we're missing the deadline, and it's a training issue. And my boss is not screaming because she's actually professional, but she has raised her voice, and she's like, it is not a training issue. My team knows what they're doing. Your data is not set up correctly. And they're like seriously one table across from me. I'm hearing this. I am doing everything I can to make things work. And meantime, every hour, every 2 hours, they're like, Kathy, how many have you gotten done? And it got to the point I got 2 done. And they're getting ready for their meeting. And they're making this huge deal. And I don't know why I was singled out or supply chain was, because nobody else was working. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to get you one-on-one help with this support team that is convinced I just don't know what I'm doing. And they're like, is that going to be okay? And I couldn't not, as I'm telling you, I mean, I'm not proud of the fact it pushed me over the edge. And I'm sitting in this room full of people. I cannot hold back the tears. And I'm just like, okay, yep, I'll get it figured out. So everybody sees I'm crying now. So now, I don't know, they think I really don't know what I do and that I can't handle the pressure. And I actually had to leave the room because then they're all trying to have a meeting and I had to go for my one-on-one to do my job. Sorry, I should pause and compose, but again, I've said it so many times, I'm real. And I want all of you to know when you have these moments, it's not you. And it happens because we're human and we care. So I got my one-on-one help, and guess what? It still didn't work. But does anybody recognize that? No. And now they all think I'm a basket case, and I have people coming into the other room I'm in. Are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm just like, want to tell them all, screw you. You know, how about you actually be supportive and helpful and sincere instead of just believing I don't know what I'm doing. And again, I'd been there since 4 a.m. So I finally left. It was probably 9:30 when I got to the hotel. And had to be, so all week I had to be there at 6 o'clock. So guess what? Once the data actually got fixed, we were able to do the job. And it, again, wasn't that I didn't know what I was doing. But now everybody thinks I'm this fragile flower. And Kathy, are you okay? You know, and I'm like, I do not like to be the center of any type of... Oh, and the thing that then totally ticked me off. So the next day, you know, we have these meetings every 12 hours to like check in, how are things going, and they do this thing called shout outs. Now again, you know, so that first one after my breakdown, shout out to Kathy for pushing through. Again, I wanted to stand up and say F you to every one of you that just said that, because it's just not at all sincere. And personally, myself, I don't think any of us there deserve a shout out, because we are simply doing our jobs. And this is my opinion, and I've made it clear, and not everybody agrees, and that's fine. When we signed up for this project and this job, we knew it entailed long hours and that things were not going to go smooth. So the fact that I'm putting in more than an 8 or even 10-hour day doesn't deserve extra recognition. It's my job. I knew this. I'm trying to do it. Now, if the other people did their job so we wouldn't have all these roadblocks, it would be smoother. But to me, it's like, no, the people that deserve the shout outs are the ones that are working at this facility. They did not sign up for this. They were told you are getting a new system and this is what's going to happen. They are the ones that deserve all the praise for putting up with all the BS and adapting and learning a new system that none of them wanted. So the whole shout out thing to me is such a flippin' joke. But I mean, I realize, I mean, I'm not saying that the lead that's managing this whole project, she's actually sincere and I believe her, but it's the others. And yeah, it was not a good day. And to make it worse, there were people that were, as far as like rank below my boss, that were beyond disrespectful to her, trying to control a situation. And guess what? They aren't even from this country. And the way our systems are set up, things are run differently. Excuse me. I'm going to need a tissue because, yes, I'm crying. Excuse me. I'm sorry if this grosses you out, but it's better to stop and wipe my nose and have the snot dripping out, because that would happen. So, now where am I? Yeah, it's been like a border battle for some reason, which is, and it is several of the mean girl group, we'll just call, that pushed me over the edge in Canada. And I recognize that there are people that have very strong personalities and they like to be the focus of attention and feel like they're in charge. And they, I don't know if they realize how they're stomping on other people and going outside of what should be their realm, because they're like equal status as far as our job titles. Yes, they've been with the company longer, but they're, we're equals. And when you start disrespecting the people that are above you and trying to tell them how to do their job, you have crossed a line, in my opinion. So it actually, by the end of the night, my boss came in to talk to me, and she's like, can I share some tissues with you? Because she at least kept it together when these people are face to face with her, total disrespecting her, which I am so impressed, because I don't know that I started crying, but I kept my mouth shut. And in her position, I'm just so impressed she kept her mouth shut. So we get through the week. Yay. So it comes to yesterday, Friday. So then, starting Wednesday, I got to get out of this, they call it the war room, where like everybody is, where that's that pressure pot that pushed me over. And I go to assist the person I'm actually there to support that is learning this. And I'm like by her side, supporting, shadowing, helping her along the way so she can do her job. So then I'm not attending these every 12-hour meetings, because her job is starting at that same time. And if I go to the meeting, I am not there in case she needs help, and that starts delaying the whole day. So again, my boss has told me, this is your focus, you be there. Our channel is represented at the meetings, and we will update, and then we will share anything that you need. So, and I know I'm just basically having I don't know, my mom would call this a pity pot moment. So she always told me I had 10 minutes to sit on the pity pot, and then I had to get off and just move forward. So you guys get to listen to my pity pot, where I can feel sorry for myself. And it'll probably be for more than 10 minutes, because there's that much to share. But anyway, and I just want to say, first of all, I am fine. Yes, it just made me start crying again. But again, it's because I am human, and I take such pride and in the work I do. I don't take it lightly when I'm criticized. And even though it's people that have no idea what they're doing, I take that very personally, because I work very hard. As a job. In general, whatever job I'm doing, I do everything I can to do it well. So yeah, I'm not attending these meetings. Now, they do have like video calls that they do for every frickin' meeting under the sun, and this is a company of meetings. And they decided, so I would try and like call in to be video connected, so I could at least hear and then respond if they needed something from me. And I was called out by name. Again, guess what? North of the border people. And I have nothing against, because I have many friends north of the border that I love dearly. But they also are actually respectful and courteous. So I'm not saying anything against the whole country here. I'm just saying these specific people. And I was trying to call in, and evidently because I'd been there this whole week prior to the go live, people were like, oh, where's Kathy? Where's Kathy? And someone said, I think she was trying to call in. And the meanest of the mean girls is like, well, she needs to be here. She doesn't need, she needs to be at these meetings. That's what needs to happen. And of course, nobody stands up for me, because my boss actually was not there at that meeting. But I had people all day long coming down and saying, oh, where have you been? And, oh, we're going to see you at the meeting, right? And I'm just like, nope. I said, my to me, my job is to support, so our product is actually getting sent on a truck out the door to our customers. And personally, between me and my boss, we feel that's more important than being at a meeting to hear these insincere shout outs. And it's one thing if we're all just going to check in, but no, it's more important the product gets to the customer. So guess what? I did not. And I'm actually proud of myself because I specifically called out this person and the site lead and sent them a message. And I didn't apologize. I flat out said, I have been called out specifically for not attending these meetings. Here are the reasons I am not. Here is what my bosses directed me to do. If that is against how you decided that, I can't call in, let me know which you feel is the priority. So it felt good. I was still professional about it. But then things changed greatly on Friday. And here's what happened Friday. So my boss is a person not everybody gets along with. She can rub other people wrong. How people just rub each other wrong. Again, we're all here for a job. And I cannot tell you how many people I work with that I, on a personal level, would never spend my time. I would never give them my time of day. No. Outside of work, no. Walking by, not even going to pretend to like you. But at work, I can work with you and do our jobs, providing you are doing the same mentality, which some of these people are not doing. So, and even for me, it really took me, I'll just be at the company 6 months. So it took me a couple months to really get to know my boss and understand how she communicates in her work style. And I honestly felt like I wasn't doing the right thing. We've talked enough that now I understand her communication, and I admire her, and I know she respects me and I respect her. So we're good. But there are other people that are causing distractions and trying to be difficult because they simply don't like her. Forget the fact, again, she is higher ranking than they are and all that. They have to be very vocal and try to make her look bad, which I think is so sad because she is extremely intelligent, and her management style, she very much cares and supports her team. So it's just sad. So I'm working Friday, and her boss, so my second up boss, kind of a bigwig, is there now because he's going to take over the site as far as the lead for next week, or this week I should say. So he's there, and he comes over. My team, we were actually done in time, so we went out for supper on Thursday night. It was wonderful. It was the four of us. We were laughing. We were supporting each other. It was great. And then Friday, about 9:30 in the morning, this bigwig boss comes over and wants to talk to me privately. Now, I don't know everybody else, but anytime I have a superior in a position come to say they want to talk to me privately, I immediately think it's something I did. And I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody told him about Kathy's unstable and broke down crying. Everything I'm picturing, it's on me. So we go to a spot to talk, and he's very praiseworthy about, he's heard very positive things about me, which is the truth. The people I'm actually working with and the people that know me and know my skill set have been very vocal about saying how much. I'm not asking them to, but they're just like, she's been amazing, she's been so helpful and knowledgeable. And I'm sure the other people that don't think I know anything aren't understanding that or believing it. But I honestly, I want to say I don't care what they think, but I still do. I think you guys understand. On a personal level, I don't care. On a professional level, if you're talking smack about me that is unjust, then I care. So I said, good. I said, I'm really trying. I'm still learning the system too. But basically, he tells me my boss is no longer my boss. So Friday, my boss got sent home. I believe they're just trying to find a different spot for her, a better fit. Because again, you have all of these people who make a big deal that they don't like her, or they can't understand her style, or I don't know why. Again, once you get blackballed, you're pretty much effed. Deserved or not deserved. So she's still with the company, but been pulled off this project. That's all I know. That's all I'm going to say. Totally out of the blue for me. I mean, I've heard it rumored since I started the job that she may be replaced, or, people aren't able to work with her. And I don't understand why. I think it's because the people that can't work with her are also very strong personalities, and for the most part, they're women and want to be in charge. And they don't like to be told no, which my boss would do if it was her team. She's the expert on this channel, and that's just about it. I mean, again, you respect the position, whether you respect the person or not. So I am very, uneasy at the moment. My company also 2 weeks ago did layoffs across the board. I think it was around 100 people lost their jobs. And I mean, it was a business decision, it's financial. Anybody that's worked for business, it's supposed to not be personal, but it was kind of interesting, the people that were selected to be laid off. Anyway, I was surprised I wasn't one of them as a new person, but I think because I'm on this project, that's the only reason I'm safe. But I definitely am not feeling secure now that they've pulled my boss. I have no idea what's going to happen. Is it the channel I'm on that they're not supporting? Was it her specifically? I am just I'm not extremely worried. I'm going to continue to do my job and do the best I can. And depending what happens as far as who becomes my new boss or what they do with our position will depend on my future choices. But for now, and I'm like, seriously, I know and it's a lot of politics, and it's so sad, and it's this drama that does not need to be there, but is causing all these issues. And I just keep hoping and praying that I will sometime find a position where I know it's going to exist everywhere, but it would be so nice if the management and the people in power would actually crack down on those that are creating the unnecessary drama. Because, and there is, it's taken a toll. I think I'm the only person of this whole project that actually likes the travel. It doesn't bother me. Again, my husband and I, he was a truck driver for over 10 years where he was gone. We don't have kids. He's home now, so he's taking care of the pets and the house and stuff. So we're kind of used to being apart. So I don't mind the travel, and I would rather sacrifice and do I don't consider it a sacrifice, though. Do the travel so that others could be home that have kids, that have family, especially during the holiday period. But I'm probably the only one. Everyone else, it has been very much a toll on them, especially those that end up having to fly. I'm currently where I live for the majority of the other plants we'll be working on over the next year or two. It's a 6 to 8 hour drive. One of them will be quite a long drive, but the rest, it's not that far from me, so I don't have to fly. And if I needed to get home, I could easily get home. So I don't know, but that's what's been going on. So I was not supposed to be here this week. Last week on Thursday, I had talked with my boss, and she was scheduled to stay this week, and then I was supposed to go home and then come back a week. And I convinced her, I had mentioned it before, and she didn't take me up on it, that I would gladly stay. And then when I spoke to her last week on Thursday, she understood, because she was going to support the area I'm supporting. And she certainly has the knowledge and the ability to do that. However, as higher than me, she is, also very involved in a lot of upper management type things and meetings and decisions she needs to be involved in, that I was worried that she wouldn't be able to give as much support as is needed. This is still, this is going to be week 2 of a system. And while the people I'm working with are doing so flipping amazing, there is a lot we have not been able to train on yet. And now the volume is increasing. They pared back a bit for when things first went live, so people had some time. So now this week it's back to normal, what they are used to doing. And with that, it's going to bring some challenges because we are continuing to hit blocks. Again, not that we don't have the knowledge to do the job, but things are not set up correctly that have to be fixed. So I had convinced my boss of that she needs to focus on the upper management type decisions and meetings, and that, they need me where I'm at. So, I had to fight for it. She did not, she's like, I don't want you to be gone that long. And I'm like, I would not offer if it were not okay. And it's like, I know I had my little breakdown. I said I was exhausted, and I'd spent all day having people ask me what progress I've made, and I've had to tell them none. And that's very demoralizing for me, because it's not like I sat there and didn't try all day long. I was trying. So I said that was an exception. I said, for the most part, the people that I am working with are beyond, and she had to deal with enough of the drama, and it's the same people. She got it completely. She knew. And she knew those were the people that pushed me over the edge when I was in Canada. So I said, it's the drama that pushed me to the tears. It's not that I'm not confident in myself. So we had agreed that I would stay this week and then still the following week. So then she gets pulled. So now her boss is here, and he's like, I don't want you to be here 3 weeks. That you need time to rest. So I'm not sure what will be going forward. So he had talked with my a coworker who I'm close to. We've trained with. He worked with me in a previous job, and he had told the head boss that he's coming back next week, and he could cover what he's supposed to do and me. And this man, it's because he thinks he's like a superhero, which he is in my eyes, and he could do, but he can't dedicate 100% to the area that I'm doing. So we shall see if I'm able to convince them that I need to be here, because I have spoken to my coworker privately, and he agrees that we're still going to need another person to support. But we'll see. And it's like I tried to explain to my new boss, I guess we'll just call him the new boss, even though he's like a level above, that I'm getting my rest on the weekends. It's not like when I was in Canada and I was working the 14 days straight in a row. No, I've had my weekends to rest, and I'm fine. So hopefully, because I worry. And again, not that they couldn't do it without me. I just don't want the people at the facility we're at to get frustrated and overwhelmed and not get the support they need. But we shall see what happens. Anyway, so that's what's been going on. So I am so far behind on doing any type of videos. I still have not done a completed pages video. I think, August the last one I did. So you guys are going to get like a quarter update, maybe, if I'm home over between Christmas and New Year's. I have been doing coloring, and I have been doing diamond painting. They are nice projects to bring to do from the hotel. But as far as buddy colors, I'm strapped and I'm behind again. I got all of my October ones finally done, and now I'm still trying to work on my November ones. So for December, I'm pretty much, unless we had previously scheduled a buddy color, I need to pause them. And I hate doing that. And I will still continue to do the group buddy colors for the channel. So I still feel like I'm connecting with people. And I need to evaluate how I can best continue to do my buddy colors in 2024. I haven't come up with an idea yet, but I've said it before, it's my favorite part of the coloring community is coloring with other people and in getting to know them, make new friends, and helping and encouraging others that have recently joined the community. And I really feel buddy colors is a way, and I know it can be intimidating to start those when you're new. So I don't want to close that door. I just am going to have to pivot and find a better way to do it, that I am not pushing myself beyond what I have the time for, because this is probably going to be the next year of my life will be like this, providing I don't get let go. But I need to find a way to do that. So I do apologize. And as far as my Buddy Ween split page project, I have not forgotten it. I am still working on it. I'm still waiting. Now I'm gone so often that I don't even get the mail. So I know I think we're about 10 pages left I was waiting for. And I know one of those is from a friend down in the other end of the world, in the Australia area. And it got delayed because she missed the boat for the mail to go across. But I do have that page, a photo of it she sent me. So if I am able to get everybody else's and do the video, I'll still be able to. So my goal is to be able to do that by the end of the year. So if you are part of that project and have not finished or sent me your page yet, please just let me know. I will try to reach out, but I have had very limited time to respond to emails and to Instagram messages or to comment on even the group buddy color images on Instagram, and I will get all of that taken care of. As of now, I'm going to plan to catch up on that, but I just ask for your patience because I'm dealing with a lot on the work front. Let's just say that. And the home front still isn't 100%. That's been touch and go all year. So, yeah. I am definitely learning how strong I am as a woman and growing in that matter. And yeah, hopefully I don't have any more breakdowns at work because that was not good. And otherwise, I'm just doing the best I can with what I have. And that's what I remind my friends all the time. That's all we can do. Even, I was doing the best I had, the best I could with what I had on that Tuesday where I ended it in tears. I didn't have the support I needed or the correct information. That's why it felt like I was failing. But I was not giving up, and I was trying, and I had the knowledge. And other people don't think I do, but that's on them. I know, and my boss knew, and that's really all that mattered to me. So, lots of changes about to happen, I imagine, with my job, and I can only pray and hope that things get better. And then this is still what I would say is the saddest thing. As bad it has been the last couple months for me emotionally, it's still better than where I came from. It gives you, I didn't share a lot of where I came from because I was still working there. And that's why I'm not giving too many exact details about what's been happening. But, which is like, it's just everywhere. It's our world, and I just need to figure out how to deal with it, I guess. But thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you. I have received so many kind messages or people checking in on me and supporting me. I'm doing a lot more on the stories feature. So if you are following me on Instagram or Snapchat, I'm pretty much posting the same thing on both. So if you watch the stories, I try to post on there like snippets of the day. I have not been posting pages. I need to post my buddy colors. It's a lot. I'm doing the best I can, but everything's going to be late. Let's just be honest and realistic. So thank you for your patience and your friendship. I appreciate it. You guys have been lifting me up more than you know. I have not had much time to watch other videos from other channels. It's just, there's only so many hours in a day, and right now my work is consuming that. And I am okay. I am taking the time when I'm away from work to do self-care, make sure I'm okay. And I am. A lot of it's tied to when you lack of sleep for me just makes me more emotional and tired, and it can go bad. Sideways, let's say, not bad, but it's just doing the best I can. And I know the people that matter see that. And I just need to learn to find a way to stand up for myself respectfully to the others and not let them try and break me. Because that's giving them the power, and they don't deserve it. They are not worthy of it if they do not respect me. No. Or see what I am capable of. If they've made their own opinion, that's on them. But I need to learn how to be better at standing up professionally. So please send me those positive vibes and, yeah, any strategies you may have. Because I certainly don't want to say what I really want to say, and then for sure I will be fired. Let's just say that is the truth. And I am absolutely, have always been terrible at confrontation. I do not like it. I am not a fighter in that manner. Yeah. And when I feel attacked, I very much go into turtle mode. And then afterwards I get angry. So, yeah, I definitely am working and learning on that. So, that's the update for me. Thank you if you made it to the end. I know you're a seasoned friend. And I do hope that as many of you as want to can participate in the group buddy colors. I'm sure I have like 4 books with me, coloring books. I will try and do some, and then it all depends on when I'm actually getting home. So we'll see how that goes. So I think that's about it. Those are the updates I have for you. I am now going to go shower. So I am feeling fresh and renewed to start Monday. And I'm going to keep coloring. I'm working on November Buddy colors. I'm going to color, and then I am also going to continue watching. I've been binge watching Project Runway ever since my friend Laura over at Live Long and Color. Again, if you have not watched her videos, please do. She is a coloring machine and one of the kindest friends I have met. One of the many kind friends I have met thanks to coloring and YouTube. So she had mentioned that she watches that, or she had been watching that while she was coloring. So then it's like, I love Project Runway. So I started from the first season, and I've seen just about all of them, except for the last few years, because I wasn't going to pay to watch them. Anyway, we have streaming. We don't necessarily have the channel where I can watch those. So I'm on midway through season 16 right now. So that has been what I do while I'm coloring. So I do hope all of you are well. This time of year can be very difficult for a lot of people, regardless if you are Christian and celebrate Christmas or whatever your beliefs are. It is very much in our face as a holiday, happy, wonderful family time season. And in reality, we all know that it is not like the TV shows and movies show us. And that for the majority of us, there are challenges this time of year. So it can be very easy if you allow your mental health to take a dive. And sometimes we can't control, but just know whatever you are feeling, it's valid and it's okay. And if anyone tries to tell you it's not, you need to just, like I need to, those naysayers that I work with, and I'm trying. But whatever feelings you have, anytime, not even just this time of the year, they are valid feelings, and you deserve to be able to acknowledge them and feel them. And there's nothing wrong with you because you have those feelings. And you are definitely not alone. This is a tough time of year for me. Everybody knows because I talk about it all the time. I've lost both my parents were passed by the age I was 39. And they were, especially my mom. I know I talk about my mom more than my dad, but I was close to both of them. And holidays were her thing. She loved it. She loved people. She loved getting the families together. And since she's been gone, I've been very much estranged from my immediate family. And these are things I'm not going to talk about out here as far as what's happened. Just, I want you to know that if that's your situation, you're not alone. My family is now who I've made it. And it's okay. I'm getting to the point where it's okay. I don't even, I sometimes I wish things were different, and other times I'm like, these are people, not all of them, but there's a few of them that are the mean girls, and I wouldn't give them my free time. And the only time I did when my parents were alive was for my mom. I wouldn't have been friends with some of my immediate family in real life if we weren't related. So it's okay. And I know they're probably watching you right now, and it's all about I'm the one that causes the drama. So again, it's been very nice not to have to deal with that. But I know there are more people like me than not that are in this situation. So, and holidays can be tough. So just do what you need to do to take care of yourself and the people that you do value and that value you. You are a gift to those people in your life. Don't second guess it. And the people that value and genuinely care about you, they're there. See them, love on them, let them love on you. And it may not be your blood relatives, it may not be your coworkers, it may be the guy across the street or the person at the coffee shop you see every day. You brighten their day when you walk in the door, and they are happy to see you as well. Those are real, true people. They may not be close friends. You're like, Kathy, seriously, the barista you think cares? Some of them do. And if you value them, tell them, let them know, because we all need to hear it. We all need to hear that we matter. So let me tell you, you matter. You matter today. You matter every day, every season, whatever it is. You are making a difference in someone's world. And they are very happy you are here. And if you can't think of anyone that would be, you're feeling that low in your life, I've been there. I've been to the point where I think it would be better if I weren't here in this world. And I want you to know that I care. I think you are valuable. I value you, and you matter, and you have made a difference in my world. So even if you want to try and tell yourself nobody cares and no one would miss me if you weren't here, I would. I would notice. Okay? So hang in there. If it's, find where the joy is and just bask in it and celebrate it in. And I personally am not able to shut out all the noise and negativity. I wish I were that person that could. Obviously, just telling you what's been happening for me personally in the last couple of weeks, especially at work, shows that I am not good. That is not my strength to block that out. But I am working on it. And I do always look for the joy and the positive moment in the day. Even when it's the darkest hour, I can find a positive. And it is sometimes very trivial or minimal, but I try to focus on that, because we can't control all the negativity, and we certainly can't control others and their opinions. And as difficult as it is, sometimes we have to separate ourselves from them to take care of ourselves. So, know you are loved and valued. And thank you for listening and supporting me, my friends. Bye.